Hello, and this is Pen Story Sky coming at you at my birthday. Right now, I just turned 32, and I'm going to play this one game called Wani, Hug That Gator. Now, to my understanding, this is like a human visiting a dinosaur, scaly lizard high school, I guess. I have no idea what the concept is. I only seen the artworks, and I might as well give it a go. Let's start. Wait, what does this start from means? Okay, wait. It's, I had to adjust. I had to adjust a little bit just so then I could be heard. Now let's give it a play. September 4th. Yeah. 2 1M 2023 BC. Amid the arid heat of the morning sun of Volcaria Bluffs, I can't help but miss living the more temperate weather of the Midwest. Summer's leaves are in style this year. That Jackass Aroma blog better be right. This sweet thing is killing me. Well, at least it's guaranteed to start getting chillier in a few weeks. Besides, I'm sure to make an impression with this. Abercrombie and Flint is all the rage these days. I lean back in the hard plastic seating of the metro. On my first way of the new school. Ordinarily, I'd be glued to my phone on the trip, but there's too much on my mind right now. My folks' dish requires us moving frequently, which gives me little time to fit in. It's like how a rolling stone gathers no moss. I could never make a friend I'd keep longer for more than a year. There's a lot of promises to keep in touch that I preferred off with months. Admittedly, it's my fault in the end. But that's going to change starting today. I'm going to senior year now. It's my very last chance to prepare for the world ahead. Luckily for me, the cards are stacked in my favor. I feel around my backpack with my DSLR, and my fingers can absently fiddle with a mode dial. St. Hammond High School is extremely well known for their artist curriculum. In other words, I'll be surrounded by people shared by my interests, even if it's a bit of right away. Speaking of rides, well, I was hoping that my parents would drive me there today. By the time I was up, they already left for work. As time passes, my mind wanders into memories of previous schools. They all sucked. Hey, I need to make the most of the situation I'm in. I'm not gonna get all sad like this. I need to do something like... Okay, take a selfie with a hobo next to me. I won't get sad. Get up and breathe in that fresh city air. Remain seated and do nothing worse. Okay, I'll take the most extreme approach. Take a selfie with the hobo next to me. I won't get stabbed. I'm interrupted by the dean of the terminal board, and the car gradually starts coming to a stop. I step off the metro, heading out to the station as I found a few other students heading toward the school. Oddly enough, I'm only seeing dinosaur students. None are human to be seen anywhere. Must be one of those dino-heavy regions. There's a lot of greenery here as well. You almost forget how close we are to the major city. The pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walking each other. The air begins to fill with the sound of laughter and stories of how their summer break went. There it is. The school peeks out of the trees ahead of me, as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. St. Hammond High, my new home away from home for the next year. I stopped to take a deep breath. The air is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went back in elementary school. Once again, I'm handed an opportunity to make something of myself. I'm apprehensive, but hopeful. It's my last shot at this. There's no going back. I take my first step onwards. Here we go again. Ooh, animated. Where's my face? Students mill about the front yard. This school is known for its heavy prioritized art programs. Over 2/3 of the graduate end up pursuing a career in the arts. And while half of them regret it from what I've read, there's still plenty that made it right. It's also the management claim to fame, with the facade of the front entrance being dominated by a very vibrant mural. I got a good feeling about this place. A few students eyeball me as I continue walking in. Some friends whisper to each other. I just knew this jacket would pay off. The front doors are popped wide open, and I already feel the cold breeze inviting me in. Inside is a familiar yet brand new sight. I hadn't mentioned it yet, but this school is also unique for its student body. It composed almost entirely of dinosaurs, all manner of saurian herbivores and otherwise. Scales, feathers, tails? Is that a feather? Wings, talons, webbed hands? Not to even mention the colors. All vibrant enough to challenge the bright murals on the school outside. Hey, there's Dester and Mandark! My god, there is Dester and Mandark! Dozens of students march about reconnecting with the past, friends, and meeting new ones. Some anxiously glance at their students, checking every door as though they were numbered at random. I probably shouldn't be here staring. Whoa, is that a human? Uh-oh. I'm surrounded and overrun by a crowd of neon-colored teenagers. Clearly, my jacket is working like a charm. Wow, he's like a life-size mannequin. Hey, new kid. Is this what it's like to be popular? I really wasn't expecting it to happen this quickly. A few students were taking pictures with their phones. You even see someone with a sketchbook and pen in hand, rapidly scribbling on pages. Wow, a human! Are you like for a stage that? In the chaos, I feel a few people touch my hand. Whoa! Human skin feels weird. Geez, a bit uncalled for. As flattering as it is, oh, it's not that bad. There's so much happening, and I don't want to be the party pooper. A few more people shout at me for getting my attention. Hey, can you look over here and get a side profile? Oh man, this has gotta be good reference material. Wait, I need to get a better look at this skin texture. I once again find myself frozen, uttering mutterly quietly as I hastily try to follow their instructions. Eventually, all the Saurians take their photos and talk themselves out before dispersing back into their own friend groups. By the time I recover from the shock of the situation, the last one breaks off and I find myself seemingly all alone again. Oh. That was my chance to socialize. Huh. I blew it. You're human, right? A Triceratops girls lean forward, scanning me up and down. This is it. Time to seal the deal and get a new friend. Yeah. Close enough. Hey, can I, get a selfie with ya? It'd be great for one of my classes. Yeah, definitely. She puts an arm around my back and a shoulder hug. She pulls it dramatically. Maybe a bit too friendly? Big smile now. She takes a picture and checks it enthusiastically. So, I'm Inko. Huh? Oh, cool. Yeah. Anyway, I got to go. Oh. What's the photo for, by the way? She pauses, aloof chewing some gum. She pauses, aloofly chewing some gum. My fashion design class. This jacket is ballin'. Ah. Thanks for the pic, hon. Ha. Well, I feel my shoulders sag as I take a now sparse hallway around me. That must be my 15 minutes of fame. I don't even think it even lasted 15 minutes. But there's no way I've already blown it. I try to shake away my negative thoughts, focus on the positive. For a brief moment, I was the talk of the school. Yeah. The familiar sound draws my attention. I know what that is. At the end of the hallway, there's someone kneeling. And one of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey! The guy flinches. I flinch too. I haven't meant to shout at him. The few students around me don't bat an eye at it though. Sorry about the yell. No, it's fine. I managed to get the saw I wanted. The bespectacled boy didn't think that he's a parasaur. Double checks the camera display and smiles. Yeah, perfect. This will be a fine print for the yearbook. Can I see? He grins, somewhat voiding my interest. Of course. Here. He turns the display towards me, showing the shot of the hallway. And me at the focal point. Pretty good, right? I look a little closer and notice that I think it's a little out of focus. And dark. What do you have your f-stop set at? Ah, He stops and glances at me, pleasantly surprised to get a real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm thinking as an elective too. With Mr. Itakan? Thinking back to my memorized class schedule, the name does sound familiar. Yeah. Oh snap, cool, we're classmates! Mr. Ikatan's busy, so he just teaches in one period. He offers his hand out for the handshake. I'm Ben. Inko. Friend achieved. I'm actually new here. Kinda figured being the only human student this year and all. Think Hammond is in one of the more popular schools, but the staff put a lot of effort into the arts programs. Even the campus itself is designed as a living art piece, so if you ever need help... From the pause, I'm guessing he's offering some help. I would say no to a tour. I wouldn't say no to a tour. A tour, you say? Well, I'm going back to the principal's office, but I can point out some neat stuff along the way. He raises an eyebrow to himself in contemplation. Might be a good idea to meet the principal, too. He waits me to follow him. Turns out it wasn't just an added photographer like me, but also the school council president. And one of his priorities was taking photos for a school yearbook for the first day's page. Every few minutes we paused so Ben should take a couple of shots, mainly the students talking with each other. And while I would watch, I had considered helping him in some way. I mean, the camera looks amazing and there's all this extra lens in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. And I really want to broach it. But then Ben feels this air between us talking more at the school. Which is why we still go by feather tails, even though I think it's a tad distasteful. Dang, you're pretty good at this. Do you give these tours to all the new students? Not really. Although it's something that I wanted to talk about a lot. Hold that thought. Hey, Nara! Ben goes to the student putting up the intricate wall banners. Oh, hey Ben. You have a good summer vacation? I did! Great work on the decorations. They look even better than last year's. Aw, thank you. What's all this for? She steps aside so she can fully view the banner she's finished with. The Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at unique artwork. She initially looked past me with Ben, but she gasped when she realized, hey, You're a human, right? Oh, that's a silly question. You should totally join. I just love human culture. There's this amazing set of Asian masks in my place from Europe. I just adored them. Wow, that's impressive. I think you make a good curator. You know what? I probably would. After displaying the club during Spirit Week last year, I gotta agree. We spent weeks studying the tribe and weeks more practicing those dances. Wait, dances? Are humans basically treated like natives? We also study and paint with those styles, like we're learning the techniques of the old masters. Hopefully soon we can get into sculpting, like those old Venus statues. We plan on getting one of those sometime every year. What do you think? It'd be great if you come. Hey, that'd be neat. What are you saying, Ko? Maybe. I do love culture. Oh, that's great. Oh, listen. We have this old chieftain dress we had in ages. What now? We just have to see what it looks like on a real thing. Well, think about it. No way. The sooner I endure a second impact than I'd sooner endure a second impact event than wear something like that. Well, it's nice to catch up, Lunara. We have places to be. Take care. Bye. She waves us off, and Ben continues leading me to the principal's office. Hey, Ben. Oh, hey, Michael. Listen, can't talk now, but I'd like to catch up later. I'm floored. This guy seems to know just about everyone in school just as much as they know him. Talk about being on top of things. Let me see if I can do a few options. Enable saucy images. Naughty stuff. Interesting. Let's see. Unseen text after choices. Is there any... I was about to change my name, but... Enable saucy images? Hold up. What does saucy images look like? Should I risk it? Like, should I attempt to risk it and keep it enabled? Really? Okay. But it's not like we're gonna get there anywhere time sooner. He points out a few minor landmarks in school, stop and greet a number of students happy to see him on summer break. Man, sorry to have you stop so much. No way. I think it's cool that you know anyone. If only I can be cool for us making late. He knows a few noteworthy landmarks, eventually leading me to his biggest draw. I already knew this place was known for art, but wow. Just the outside administrative offices, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of work. Painting lined the walls with name placards beneath the detailing to the artist's work, all created by alumni and attending students of the school. And this is the gala. All these pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Whoa. I know, right? One moment. Ben turns to the nearest door and gives a polite lock. Who is it? It's me, Principal Scaler. And let's see. And Oviraptor? My god, the terminologies. Okay, an Oviraptor no older than her mid-30s exits the room holding a steaming mug and a sporting-tiled smile. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. Inko, this is our esteemed principal. Good morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide with a sip of her coffee. Oh, I hadn't noticed. Mr. Gonito? Yes, but my name, how wonderful. The honesty expression of her face instead placed with a very wide smile. I'm so happy that you chosen our school for your last year, Mr. Nitu. My god. Be sure to give him thorough Hammond welcome. Is my full name Incognito? I already was. If you ever need my assistance in my office, it's always open, Mr. Nitu. Not to mention the student's council is also available for help. Isn't that right, Ben? Yes, Principal Scaler. Thank you, Principal Scaler. Oh, and Ben? A moment, please. But the parasaur dragged to the office, leaving me alone at the school gala. Whatever it is saying, I can't hear over the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, probably not something I was meant to hear. I moved a few feet away out of earshot of the discussion inside. On the hallway beside me, there's a framed panoramic landscape of the city painted by hand. Wow. Wow. I could practically use this thing as a map with how detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly in the principal's office. The gentle brushstrokes, the vibrant colors, the evening sun bouncing off the windows and the majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon, all of which was combined together to give a dreamscape feeling that idealized the vision of the city. It's beautiful. I've never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city with this level of skill and passion. I withdraw my Cabin Stone 50 from my bag, and with the compact lens that keep barely fit entirely in the paintings, I frame it for the shot. Checking the copy on my display, I realized I left out the title and the artist of the piece. The tag says, Dreamscape, Artist O, Hartford, 9th grade. First place. Ooh. A freshman did this? Jeez. Now that I look at the rest of the paintings, it's insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all the pieces are beautifully drawn. Accredited charcoal pastel? And yet, not even one photo. Hey Inko, I'm back. I'm a senior. How on earth am I even starting to measure up here? Inko? What's that sound? Inko, look out! Ben lunges me back with the back of his hand so as the commotion gets closer. Hey, watch it, jackass! Slow your roll, Letterface! My leg! I watched, perpetrator? Aggressor? Aggregator? Finally rounds the corner, comes barely down the hallway, speeding right towards us. My instinct kicked in and I stumbled aside to avoid the oncoming collision. For a split second, I did a good look at my assailants. Whoa. Green scales, messy hair, and a purple faded hoodie. She propels herself towards the mysterious hand spinning with large wheels on her. I've only now noticed that she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast in one of those. She glances my ways, and her pupils lock into mine. Her gray and gold eyes are marred by bags, like she hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence ghost-like, and that expression, it's like she's looking straight through me. I'm sure she barely registered my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. As far as she came, however, she's gone. As she leaves, I feel like the weight is lifted from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into glass case behind me. Ooh! Oof! Hey, wash it! Sorry. The person's hands rolled over to the tray, carefully, his eyes filled with worry. Looking for something? Cracks. Usually when our students fall into them, there's some kind of cracks or scratch. I guess it's a dino thing. Humans are lucky you don't have to swish over this kind of stuff. I need to sit on a pillow. I'm literally sitting on a hard floor. That happens often? Often enough to drain the school funds and repairs. That can't be good. Well, not to brag, but I make do. A vibrato chimes echoes through the whole now empty hall. I freeze. Oh crap, tardy on my first day? Huh. Whoops. Sorry to run like that, but you should get going to the first class. I won't need a tardy sleep or something? Nah, it's the first day. Teachers are lenient. I'm fine either way since, you know. One of the benefits being the last part is... What's your first period? Physical education? Ben sucks the air to his teeth with a prolonged wince. What is wrong? You'll be fine. That does not bring confidence, doesn't it? Gymnasium's now that away. Don't keep him waiting too long. I need to get going too. Keep who waiting? I think it'll go by. Phew! Whoa! He walks fast like he has somewhere to be. I feel like I'm... That reaction doesn't instill confidence in me. Okay, give me a moment. I need to sit down. I need to get some pillows. Ow. My god, when we were in elementary school, we had to sit on the floor a lot. Being an adult, sitting on the floor is uncomfortable as fuck. I followed Ben towards the direction of the gymnasium. After all the earlier commotions, it's the first quiet moment to myself. I might as well finally sort through my thoughts. Let's see. What do I think of this place so far? Certainly lobbier than the art school I've been to. Everything is so lively and everyone is so exuberant. It makes me feel so out of my depth since I'm so used to the opposite. Here, people like that girl here are eager to share their hobbies without being prompted. Everywhere I've been to, people just kept to themselves, like they're only there because they have to be. It hits me. This school isn't an art program, it attracts people. The students here don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here. That's why they're so active. Well, alright. What can I do with this information? So what can I do? It means I can probably be friends with anyone I want, right? Weird to say, but everyone's here sort of working off of each other. Bound to be an insane level of camaraderie too. Maybe I won't even have to try. I'm almost at the gymnasium now though. I should hold this stuff for later. Gym class. Where the boys are separate from the men's, where people are with Herculean physiques are able to show off their sculpted bodies. I began to remember how much I dreaded going to PE. The innumerable bad experience from past schools pale in comparison to the many skidded knees and broken glasses. Ooh, man, this is not gonna be fun, isn't it? Hopefully the school PE teacher is a lot less grueling. As I stand before the wooden double doors leading to the gym, I'm stuck with a now empty area looks, followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from within the gym itself. Shoot, I really am late. Ben's earlier warning echoes in my head like a foreboding spirit. I peer through the small windows in the doors and see a student standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate who I can guess is our gym teacher with his arm crossed and scowl on his face. I hope I can get away with being tardy. As I walk into the... What? My first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. I don't even know what's thrown at me, but it might well have been a cannonball. I spot the gym teacher, and even though his baseball cap, I can feel his stare rage piercing my soul. Such intensity, and that ideal throwing form, only missed by centimeters. Please tell me that was a dodgeball. That was a warning shot. Holy ape. Know this and know this well, son. I have a policy. Each of my platoons get one free miss for me a year. And you just spent it. I shut my eyes to the students lined up next to him, and they were so stiff with fear I can't even tell what they're feeling. You got 3 seconds to lay in front of your squadron. Why the great name of Davy Crockett are you late? Wait, Davy Crockett are late? Well, He didn't even move. Him taking shut my mouth. The simian scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Listen up, cause I'm only gonna say this once. I look like the soldier from T Fortress, but I do not have the voice for it. In this class, we operate on tough love. And we learn from their mistakes. You better pray for the raptor Jesus you won't forget them. Because if you do... With 3 monstrous steps, the coach closes the distance from 10 yards from the tower over me. I will be very upset. It reflects poorly on all of us, and it's not something I will accept. So if you love to see you mega succeed, if you don't, I'll make it unforgettable. Okay, seriously. Am I understood? Seriously. That guy looks like he's from Team Fortress 2, with the mouth and everything. I feel like this is what the soldier would look like as a monkey. I nod my head in fear. Friend freaking tastic. Now then, join the rest of the strike and the ranks and stiffen up. One second for my bladder is intact. I shuffle over to where my colleagues stand. I feel them staring at me with anger, like I'm responsible for the course teaching style. And this orange dino reminds me of Silly for some reason. Maybe that's just me. I got one appalling first impression to make. I should just quit and start over somewhere else while I can. The teacher takes a second to glance over us, reminding himself of where he was before I have interrupted. Dare not, maggot! You will all drop and give me 20 of the finest push-ups! Those guys better be at the fart off in the pristine gym floor or else! With a violent loud blow from the whistle, the coach also takes his position to show his proper technique. I hide my wins as I need the impact roughly on the ground. The real pain starts as I try to keep pace with everyone around me. My biceps and forearms threaten to splinter the form of the weight of my body and the speed of my jerky movements. I never realized how badly out of shape I was. On your feet, you bipedal slugs! This guy, he ain't human. No shit, he's a monkey. Some kind of primate, maybe? I close my narrative. I can feel my muscles hollering in pure agony as I force myself up from the gymnasium floor. By the time I'm back on my feet, my breathing is heavy and coming out in the whistles. Now then, since the first day of school, how about we have a good old game of dodgeball? Oh, did he say dodgeball? Oh yeah, dodgeball time. Shh, I should have glanced towards the overly enthusiastic dino next to me who was absolutely elated by the prospect of an upcoming game. We only finished warm-ups muscles and already screaming. My knees shake, my lungs burn. I'm so drenched in sweat. I'm sure I might have to go shower after this. I really don't want to play dodgeball. Aren't we lucky? The first day of school, and we get to play a game. I don't do dodgeball. Why not? I'm not exactly.
All right, maggots, pick a side and the numbers are even. This is a suicide match.
A free-for-all too?
Damien, why don't you socialize by picking your teammates? Shades, you're on the blue team.
Wait, but why is there a team for free-for-all? Yeah, why is there a team for free-for-all? That's kind of conflicting. Alright, then I'm going with the human dude. Before I can figure out the rules of this dodgeball game, the Dilophosaurus wraps his arm around me and my neck and releases me to his side of the field.
Oh, and one last thing.
His leer and tone frees me up to the spot.
What's the first rule? We only got one.
Have fun? Oh, fuck me. Wait, what? In a matter of seconds, the gymnasium became a full-blown battleground. I did my best to dodge the oncoming fury of red rubber spears coming my way like bullets. I dived to the ground, avoiding the oncoming projectiles as they soar overhead and help my comrades. I hear the blows, the guttural groans of those who've already succumbed to the onslaught of the inflated orbs. The combat crawling away that from a fierce front, I entrenched myself along the edge of the field in the hopes of being ignored. I cast my gaze to the rest of my allies. Oh god, it's a full rout, so many bots. How's the first day of school treating you, bro? I look up and see the Fin Dino, the same pink Dilophosaurus who had dragged me to the side of the course, staring down at me and smiling. What do you think? As he casually dodged incoming balls showing his own. Name's Damien, by the way. Inko! Nice to meet you.
You two comrades. You two. Crumble and Frills. Who said that you had the time to talk? Does my gymnasium look like a debate stage?
I mean, maybe if we got some of those stands from the auditorium, maybe. I know guys, uncle, who can make some classy podiums. I look up at Damien with absolute bewilderment. What's this guy thinking? The ghost looks like he's about to explode.
Do not play smart with me, son.
My voice.
Keep your trap shut and eyes focus on the enemy.
Damien just smiles and gives the coach a thumbs up, as if we're not in the middle of an active war zone. You are Pinky incarnate, my guy. You got it, Mr. Solly.
That's Coach Solly to you. And what's with the hold-up, Shades?
You just make yourself an easy target on the floor.
Get up and play to win.
Alright. I guess it's my time to do something of worth. I'm not exactly good at dodgeball. Oh, maybe I could do the whole blocking thing for everyone. I should hope it makes so everyone is appealing to me for wasting a one shot. But here's where things change. Okay. I saw weave took the 2 shots and pick up the ball. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now. No way I'm losing now. I grab the ball and start looking shot as someone crosses the side of the field. I am doing great. Block 1, block 2, block 3. I'm really feeling it. I bet everyone's looking at me now. And though playing the game suddenly felt like my mind was never there, who cares? Doing this is more than enough. My throat hurts. Hold up. I can't be the star. Hey, new guy. A Christian Parasaurus. Be fast. What? Oh! The floor is cold. Maybe I shouldn't have come here at all. A pair of extremely dirty sneakers enter my field of view. You gotta get up, Shades. No, I give up. What knocked me out? I'm laying down on something soft. Where am I? My vision clears and I sit up from a plastic bed. Sure is bright in here. Oh shit, they broke my sunglasses! Lucky I bought a reserve pair. Boop! Much better. That is one way to wear sunglasses. The question is, how many sunglasses do I have? I stand from the rubber mattress, taking the tiny room fondly. All alone? Not even a school nurse or anything? Oh, there she is. Looks like she's attending another student who has his snout stuck in a cone. Huh. Looking at the clock on the wall, it's already noon. That would explain the pounding headaches. Finally awakes, eh, Shades? I sit remonstrate, the fear of God stricken to me once more. Calm yourself, cadet. You ate dirt pretty hard back there. Oh, yeah. Wait, you did that? I did. I pelted you right in the back. You know why? Because I messed up. More specific, kid. Because I couldn't be a good teammate and got hit in the face? Eric, wrong. It was after that. Nothing happened to me after that. You gave up. But I was doing well. You think so? I was blocking the balls and you weren't blocking anything, you were showing off. You found a single thing you can do and start dancing around like a clown. You focused on the easy thing and gave up on the real thing. You were so focused that you forgot to look around for a moment. And here you are. I know a defeated man when I see one. So there's no way in hell I will let my student of mine give up so easily. So the first period of the day and you've already given up. Either way, that's a pretty bad lump you ended up with. You gotta watch some students. You know what I mean? I blink a few times and recall that chick that yelled at me to cash, followed by a pounding me in the face. That one, she shuckles himself to a bit. She's something alright. Yeah, looked like the devil herself. Anyways, take the rest of the day off, kid. What? I'm telling you to go home. The principal gave the okay. I feel my head again, another stab of pain. Am I really no good to be back in class? Wasn't I was getting lectured just a few moments ago? Well, I don't want to give up so easily. No, you should go home to your folks. He scratched the back of his head, slightly embarrassed. Right, about that. We tried calling him earlier, couldn't reach him. I gave a sad half smile. Yeah, sounds about right. I can make a home find on my own, he nods. When you get back, don't give up so easily. He holds the door to the nurse's office open. I nod and exit the office, solidly closing the door behind us. Oh man. Oh, and here's for tomorrow. A brown paper bag shoved into my arms along with my backpack. I see a blue and gold wrapping plastic. If you have been you have been changed into those. Thank you, sir. This time, Chase, think faster. Got it? Yes, sir. He smiled positively unnerving. Now scram, cadet. I mean, I do sound sick, yeah, but it's mostly because I've been doing the soldier voice. Well, this is officially the worst first day I've ever had. As my feet drag along the linoleum floor, I can't help but painfully think of all the failures in the past few hours. No thanks to that very prominent bump in the back of my head. Ow. I'm worse than anyone here, both creative and on a physical level. I know I really shouldn't be bothered by it, but I hate seeing just how far behind I am compared to everyone else. And I thought I made a few friends. What was I thinking? I stop and shake my head a bit. What the heck am I doing sulking like this? It's the bad first day, but it's just the first day. And there's still the rest. I still met Ben and Davian. They're pretty cool. I'm not going to let my optimism be ruined just because of a bad dodgeball match. Just you wait, Singhammon. There was a test run. Tomorrow is a real deal. Morning comes. I've always had a decent internal clock, but it's a new record for me to get accustomed to a new sleeping schedule in one day. Especially with this fully grown lump on my scalp. I move an arm from my sheet and feel my head. Yep, that's bruised real good. Could be worse though. Alright, time to get up. I slump on a bed and yawn, stretching my arms and crackling my spine a bit. My new room is pretty nice, quite spacious even with all the steel sealed boxes. I brush my hand over one for my other clothes. I get around to opening them at some point. Right now it's time for breakfast. Ooh, a very rotoscope kitchen. I shuffle downstairs in the heart of the house. The morning sunbeams shining through the window draw my eyes to look out the new neighborhood. The driveway is empty. Looks like my parents are already gone for the day. No surprise there. It's all they're really focused on. It's all they ever focus on. A shiver runs up my spine as I step to the icy tiles of the kitchen. My eyes are drawn to some taped up boxes that are still scattered about the corners. There's a familiar sticky note in the fridge. I don't even have to read it to know what it says. Wait, what? Okay, should I read it or should I let the voice box talk for me? Somebody tell me. Yeah, it's probably... Discord rich presents? What? What's that supposed to mean? Let's see if I disable this. That is extremely distracting if I ever heard it. No fresh products has been seen. Mostly a full box of breakfast burrito. I've been trying to appreciate ethnic cultures more. The place is loaded with a couple of minuscule flour wrapped meals. I set the microwave for the burritos and hopefully not to explode or burn inside. While I wait though, I check my phone. I scan over my newsfeed, check out some of the people that I'm subscribed to. Hopefully there's something to watch during my meal. Unfortunately, no one posts videos or streams this early in the morning. Guess I'll just suggest a video then. I prop my phone up and click on something random. At the ding of the microwave, I retrieve my breakfast, carrying it carefully so I don't burn my hands at the bottom of the plate. I give the first burrito a test bite and, it's still cool. I don't want to stick it back in, even though the tortilla would just become a brick then. I shrug it off and continue chewing and watch my phone. Of course. I don't know if I can do it. Top of the morning, folks! By the time the video ends, I finish the last of the half-doll burrito. I pocket my phone, I slip the plate into my sink and head out the way. This time, I'm at least getting through the day. Total survival. Today, survival. Tomorrow, thrive all. Thrive all. I'll work on it. Hey, more dinos. On the metro again. Time to take a little time to check out my surroundings. The sun shines through the windows across from the normal seat. There was this one chick that was there yesterday, probably on her way to work. That's probably a set routine for her at this point. She always does a bit of makeup first and then check her phone with her sit away. When the sun shines through the window, the highlights in her hair was really neat all the way. Like a movie poster almost. Whoa! I'll take a picture, but it might be a little too awkward for me. Also, everything disappeared. Why is it so dark? Ahem. How's Sam been treating you so far, Mr. Miko? A voice so deep I can feel it reverberate in my bones calls from above. Ah! Taken aback by the authoritative stature. His head nearly gazed on top of the passenger card. How did he get even in here? Oh, it's been great so far, Mr. Ferris. He stuffed out his hand for a handshake, though his palm alone smothers my entire hand. How do you know my name? You're clearly going to school. The nearest one is St. Hammonds, and I'm already aware of the new human students, so I don't mind my profiling. Whoa. You got all that just from looking at me? I'm fortunately joking. Your full name is printed on your backpack. You know that's dangerous, right? Oops. Yep, that's me alright. But please, I know it's only been a few days since the year started, but I'd like to hear your opinion so far. Is it a questionnaire or something? Not exactly, but some importance of an assignment of mine. What does that mean? Oh, why am I being secretive for? I'm here to audit your school. See the teachers, know the student, make sure it's a proper place of learning. I wish it were something worth being secret about. More often than not, it's just paperwork and office politics. Oh, alright then. My thoughts on the school so far. Consider telling him to the teacher in lieu of dodgeball. Nah, I'm over it. Well, the classes I have are great and the teachers are a dynamic bunch. He thumbs inside the coat pocket of his pen, but decided he doesn't need it yet. I see. Many favorites? I mean, I don't like to have favorites, but all the staff seems pretty lively. Ferris let out a heavy rumbling chuckle. That's certainly good to hear. And what are your fellow students? Many friends? It's been a bit of a struggle, but it's always been like that since my folks always move around a lot. I think I'm doing pretty good this time around. Why do you think that is? I think Mr. Jacket? Jacket? I give my little quick call from extra style points. The Coastline Cotton Item Bomber 32. Part is cataloged by ANF. I see. Does he need to lean so close to inspect it? The carriage rocks all the way, probably turning into a piece of modern art against the window. And is that what really the youth are into these days? Don't judge me in the jacket. My jacket is awesome. Hey, the results speak for themselves. Whatever he's thinking about, he got nothing to do with his work. I have a pretty good idea of what's could be though. Mr. Ferris? Do you got no swag? Oh. Well, I guess that probably answers it. I admit to being a little gray. I'm not exactly with it anymore. Well, even the older generation can dress to impress. You just have to see what people like to wear. I'm certainly willing to listen to the youth today, yes. It's somewhat important to do, you know, what the student body thinks. And my niece opts to just dressing more relaxed, whatever that means. Does she ever see you in casual clothes? I'm wearing them now. I can save him. That's considered casual clothes to him. Oh, poor guy. The rest of the trip was quick, but we continued with a small talk around trends. We revived my stuff. He attempts to give me a business card. For someone whose mere presence could stop a fight, he seems like a nice fellow. I look forward to talking to him again. Gosh, those burritos were a mistake. My stomach is swirling after the warm-ups. Alright, Megas, today we'll be working on your cardiovascular system. By that I mean that good old-fashioned meal. Oh boy. I know again that does not mean I want you to time travel. Unless of course you mean running so fast you hit 88 miles an hour. And just as quickly, Damien shuts his mouth again to shoot to Sully a thumbs up. Sully only replied to let out a snort. Double time it now, cupcakes. There's no hesitation for me this time. Follow the rest of the class into the song Sully wanted. As I expected, I rapidly fell behind the pack. Okay, I'm gonna be. What are you doing? Trying not to vomit? You're doing great then. Thanks, I guess. Shouldn't you be the very front of the pack though? Next to Mia? Nah, man, not her. Mia? You know, the one who knocked you out yesterday? Yes, I remember. Her. I'm glad to see you're doing way better today. I didn't wind up with a permanent brain damage. Hey, question. What was that happened yesterday? Normal around here? Best not to mess with her unless you're into those type of chicks, in which case be my guest. I mean, I'm open to all kinds of chicks, so don't judge me, bro. As for Sully, yeah, he's always like that. You get used to it though. He ain't a bad guy once he warm up to you, if you say so. Hey, don't worry, man. You fit right in no time flat. You should have went up at lunch. I can give you a proper welcome and stuff. We? I mean... Damn it, Damien, don't fall behind. Sully's voice snapped me into my mini stupor and made me realize how far Damien and I have fallen for the rest of the class. Whoops, better catch up before Sully brings up the punitive measure. The what? You don't want to find out, brother. Trust me. What? He gets pushing me towards force my legs to move faster than I could have. I tried to not to trip over myself, but somehow I managed to keep up with the pace that Damien was forcing my whole body to maintain. Don't. 5 minutes and 3 more laps later, I fall flat on my ass. My heart beating so fast, my lungs burning so fiercely that every breath feels like a sandpaper scraping against my throat. What do you think I feel when I did the voice? Regardless of that though, I finished my jog. Okay. The first small step towards conquering my physical weakness. Good job, maggots. Keep this up, and you'll be soldiers yet. Sully turns to me with a slight grin and shoot me a thumbs up. Okay, that's all for today. Hit the lockers, cupcakes. Should I be worried that I have this mode turned on? Like for... I have no idea what it's gonna be like. Also, voice volume. Okay, we walk a bit more of our interests and other school matters on the way to filling me in St. Hammond's history during the 3 years he'd been in attendance. By a bit of luck, our lockers aren't all that far apart from one another, but our conversation is a real possibility considering all the other ones going on in the relatively cramped locker rooms. There really isn't that much more time to chat before the bell rings or our next class swish. I wave goodbye to Damien and start looking for the next class. Don't forget, lunch with the buds. I nod as I reply to head down the halls to my class. Making my way down the hall, I take a notice of my surroundings. AP Art Design. The class looks like it's a studio classroom on the second floor. Man, this type of hallway makes it feel familiar. Part of the school there is built to both the inside and the outside with the open ceilings and the walls here. Since it's also the art wing, the display pictures are coated with hydrophobic layers and framed. Although since the start of the year, the halls is freshly cleared, waiting to be filled as semesters pass. Of course, there's no shortage of brains. This hall in particular is prominently in the school advertising material for good reason. The carefully and expertly built dynamic between the surrounding nature and the school, and even the building materials themselves, is nothing more or less than mystical. I can already feel the creative juices flowing. Soon enough, I'm standing outside the door of the next class. Much like the school wall side is decorated with various colors and patterns, and each corner painted and tagged with different students. I barely set a foot inside before the bell rings. Since I was the last one in, all but the other seats were taken. It's pretty close to the front. While many of the students look pretty well prepared, some are clearly ready to fall asleep within the next few minutes. And then there's a teacher standing up to the board, waiting for me to finish till getting around to take a seat. Since he isn't urging me to take a seat, he must be used to the new students taking it all in. That must be the art teacher. Somehow, he looks both young and old at the same time. Well, I don't want to hold up class for too long. Trying not to take a teacher's hospitality for granted, I take the closest seat in front of me in the front row. Even with me sitting down, the art teacher continues to idle instead of staring at the seated students with a hazy stare. No one else seems to be paying attention to him, save for a few people on there. A few students were whispering something behind me. Where was he yesterday? I'm not complaining about less work. Yeah, but on the first day? So, in a way, it's the teacher's first days as well. So I didn't miss anything in the class. Pretty cool, actually. The teacher slams the front desk with both fists, the sound echoing through the room. It's the signal for all silly conversation to cease, and the class obeys. Despite the sudden furniture abuse, the teacher doesn't look agitated. Rather, he got a massive grin on his face. The face-winning smile comes to mind. Right then, the pale pterodactyl holds what looks like a metallic tray on a stick. Good morning, class. Thank you, Raptor Jesus, for forcing me to wear prescription shades. My classmates were always in pain and wiping their eyes. Welcome to AP Art Design. He holds up the stick haphazardly. This is a flash pan. Saw it as an antique store yesterday. Thought it'd be a good introduction. It's not important. Worthless, actually. The glass whistles as the stick chucked into the garbage bin and shattered. Excuse my absence yesterday. I was managed to take care elsewhere. My name is Mr. Ladakan. Within a blink of the eye, he replaced the son of a stick with a fancy marker and managed to scrawl his name across the board with the finest show of calligraphy. And I shall be your guide as we explore the expanse of the creative world. Let's talk dilly-dally then, shall we? For a teacher, he's very
animated. This first week, we'll be going into in-depth history of the fundamentals of art. Perhaps a little trial by fire as well, to get your creative juices flowing. There are murmurs from my classmates, though I pay them no mind. In fact, the prospect of doing some creative work to create something that could possibly show off. For a brief moment, I pictured my own name on a placard in the hallway outside the principal's office. For now, though, I would like to open up your book to page 3. Right, my book. Wait, what book? Wait. Looking around, I see everyone else has a novel-sized hardcover book open. Oh. They must have gotten them yesterday. Now, class, we begin starting with... I raised my hand. Mr. Lalakan, sir? I don't have a book yet. You don't have... How? The substitute passed them all yesterday. Oh. His eye flicker as it opens and connects the internal dots. Word of the street that Sanuke got concussed so hard he had to leave early. Did the street mention I was doing well before that? Huh, of course not. You're Mr. Nito, right? Yes, sir. Given the circumstances, I'll let it slide. For now, why don't you share with one of your classmates? After class, I'll write you a note to give you to the librarian. Thank you, sir. I kind of regret being late because the only person I realistically share... Oh, wait. I did not mean to... Look at all the freaking... I kind of regret being so late because the only person I can realistically share is the person to my side. So, hey. It's that girl from before. She looks like she is done with me, and I didn't even say anything to her. Wasn't she the one speeding through the hallway yesterday? Like the back, I feel her gaze, piercing and cold, as if she's not even seeing me next to her. Would it be okay to share a book? It'll only be for today. Instead of a verbal response, she lets out a defeated low groan, like I just split her cereal. Like I just spit in her cereal. Wow. She then huddles back over to her page. Well, geez, sorry I asked. On the first real day, maybe I won't need it. Olivia, come on, share him this one time. I already told him I personally resolved the issue. Help me out here, alright? She responds by making a show of sighing deeply while rolling the back of her head back and around. Ordinarily there'll be a groan, but she remains silent. Her head hangs low in defeat, yet she nudges a book a few centimeters closer to me. Thanks? I slide my desk closer to her just enough so I can read a page, while a teacher orients her page as if reading from the depth of Hunter. I follow along her while simultaneously trying to capture anything that stands out in a notebook. A lot more difficult than expected as Mr. Lalakan seemed to put emphasis on every word he spoke. I felt like I was just copying his page wholesale. My eye turns to the girl's notes and... Those are some very murderous looking claws on her fingertips. For a split second, I see them retract. She wipes her fingertips on a small hand towel and... Whoa! The claws extend again to a bright red puddle on the desk. A singular red colored paw pressed on the paper for a moment. Then quickly tugged, twirled, and twisted, leaving behind a red cursive sentence on the page. Cool. Those silver irises flickered my way once more. What? You're doing? What you're doing? It looks pretty cool. A hint of red creeps around the girl's cheeks. She looks back at the book and hugs the shoulders as she She looks back at the book and hunches her shoulders as high as she dinoli can. I mean, I can't say humanely because she's a dino, but sure. Huh? She's now leaning over her notes too, even using the extra partition on the pages. I should be focusing on my own notes, yeah. An impossibly task though, the colorful calligraphy next to me has piqued my curiosity. The quill talent continues to delicately etch notes on the page, and only leaves the page to dip into what looks like tiny paint palette at the edge of the desk. The claws extend again, and now there's a faint rumbling. Hey! I meant to get caught up in it. Sorry, I wait for her to give me a name. She doesn't. She simply returns to focus on the book between us. Wonder what her deal is. In either case, I turn my attention to the back of the class, hoping I can make up for lost time. It's hard to ignore the gator girl though. Especially when those icy gray eyes of hers feels like icicles poised to stab through me. Hey, wait a second. Those hand motions. She's not writing anything right now. She's drawing. Well, none of my business. But I am rather curious. I make a show of leaning back to yawn. Now I can see it. It's... Whoa. Wow. And she is finger painting in the most epic of ways. There's no mistaking it. That's my jacket and that's my sunglasses. That's pretty cool. No one's ever drawn me before. Well, there were those orders in the first day of school, but that's different. Something like that for me. I want to remember it. She passes the paper over to me. It's yours. Oh, really? Thanks. Don't mention it. But don't. She's nice. After a grueling period made worse by my own anxiety, the bell says to be free. Finally, freedom at last. Just stay for a minute longer, Inko. I get some sideways glances from the other students to leave, no doubt suspecting my teacher's pet already. A few took his pen, like Anna has me a note. Just show this to the librarian and she'll hand you some books. On your way now. Quick trip to the library earns me of my missing books. I even got my fancy nominated library card. Like Can's introduction to his class certainly made me excited for the photography next. First stop though, lunch. Can't take pictures on an empty stomach. Between my lackluster breakfast and gym class, I'm starving. Despite my hunger though, I stop dead in my tracks as I look around the cafeteria for a place to sit. Holy moly! The whole place is overtaken by lawless anarchy. I've never seen a riot this intense. A few students had crawled halfway up my wall, hanging by the decorative vines. Food flies sprout everywhere, utilized as ammunition rather than substance. And yet security guard by the door isn't moving. This is acceptable? I started to think what would be bad enough to warrant him taking action. I've never seen anything like this in my old schools. But more importantly, all the cliques have already formed from the previous day. I have no sort of chance to serve anybody. Wait a minute, it's only the second day. Why am I acting like there's too late for anything? Yo, Nico! I got shoulder shake from behind while what feels like an oversized fits on my undersized shoulders.
If it wasn't already by a wall, I would have been either been sent sprawling and made to roadkill. And when I turned around, I met with Damien's toothy grin. Ow! What? I already forgot about me? You don't go anywhere. You don't got anywhere to be, right? Yeah, you started. Come on, we're going somewhere. Might as well, right? Damien excitedly motions at me to follow through the traffic of students going through the lunchroom. Peering through the crowd, waving me over and disappearing again like he's outrunning something. There is so many dino. Ooh. Good thing I haven't done my own lunch yet. I'll be dumped on the ground about 3 elbows and a slap ago. They were clamoring to hear something about turf wars restarting with a new year, and the Megalodons will continue to rule. Something missed out with these undeniable sounds of steel sword clattering on the ground. This place is a national war zone now. How on earth was Damien able to live through these guys so easily? Oh my god. Eventually, he leads me to the far corner of the room and to his usual lunch table. Hey, you're alive. I think one of my rage is cracked. And that's just the school spirit you're feeling. Ugh. I feel less of a person and more like a well-used punching bag. I finished stretching my wounded back and actually checked the table. It's basically empty. There's only one person here. Hey, Olivia. Huh. Okay. Hey. You. Oh, snap. You know Olivia? Olivia. Right. Yeah. The one and only. Why didn't you tell me you met already? Because I sort of did. We're at the same class. Oh, okay, I get it now. Still, that sounds awesome. All my lunch buddies are artists. Ha. Interesting choice of words, buddy. My god, that feels so true to me. All? Oh yeah. There's usually a drummer group, but she's screwing around the school business. She'd probably be back tomorrow. Student council stuff can take that long, right? What she need with the student council? Oh, she doesn't need to do anything with the student council. She's in it. She's the treasurer. The treasurer? Something like that. What do you think, Olivia? Olivia just grunts in reply. She doesn't even bother to look up from her lunch tray. Aren't you an artist too, Damien? Nah. I don't got the patience to sit around for hours like that. Wait, I can actually go reverse? Sweet. So you're not taking advantage of the programs here? Don't really need them. Home's just really close by. Only other artist here is Olivia. I got whole auto. His arms wave Olivia as he presenting the auction or something. Over auction or something. What? For her part, the gator girl just grunts again. Well, what do you think? What do you do then, Olivia? Finally, she looks up, turning an indifferent look my way. Did she say something? What was that? The ambient war noises are a bit too loud. I can't hear a thing. Sorry, I can't hear anything over this. Don't sweat it. She's just a real quiet type. I paint! Wow. Whoa, hey. She just screams it. Look at the anger on her face. Very cute. Whoa, hey. Holy hell. Her voice sounds so raspy, as if she's never drunk a drop of water in her life. I guess she hadn't noticed it before when she gave those one-syllable responses. Oh, so it's like, I paint! Like that, right?
But for someone whose voice be strained from a single shout, she furrows her brow and looks back at her lunch. Oh snap! We've been standing around for a while. He sits back on his own seat and takes a huge bite of a mystery steak. Right, food. After the workout and poor breakfast, I'm particularly famished now. But the line. All eyes look to where lunch should be, and it's become a full-blown riot. Someone got a fire extinguisher trying to stop it. Oh, I probably should have waited to get yours. Oops. Demi returns to his steak rather aggressively. But who am I to question dino etiquette and the act of using one's foot to anchor? Wow, how big is that meat? The act of using one's foot to anchor the food for tearing. Suddenly the sound of squeaking rubber draws both of our attention towards Olivia. She's holding onto one of her wheels, just had to skid across the granite floor. Oh, what's up? She tilts her head back towards the courtyard door behind us. It looks like there's a few vending machines out there. Huh, I guess I'll check them out. I leave the group behind to go try to get lunch. Not a fan of shoutouts and chips or a meal, but it's enough for wartime survival. Hey, this thing's to accept credit cards. Handy. I'm feeling like... Ah, no. I guess I'll just say pretending to be on a diet baked chips. I put a few brands I recognize enough to tie me over for the rest of the school day. I bent to pick up the bags in the dispenser slot and the green chick's looking at me. She notices me gazing and hunching her anger hurriedly. What's that all about? Right, making new friends. I buy a few extra sodas on the table. Carrying everything back in both arms, I place him on the empty spot, sliding the can of soda to Damien. He looks at me like I tossed him a gold bar. Whoa, dude! The dino boy's mouth opened as wide as he jumped the bottom of the can. His fangs pierced the thin metal and spraying the contents down his gullet. Wow. I toss something to Olivia. She eyes it over a booby trap before taking the bag of chips. Damien sighs happily as he chucks the shred of remains of the can away. Caffeine ambrosia. That what we're talking about before? Olivia's heart, right. She's really good. Inky like you wouldn't believe. Can he at least stick to a nickname? Really? Oh, totally. She won awards and stuff. She has? Can't see him? In fact, I can snap a few glamour shots of you. No need to do it, I got a few pictures on my phone. No, I mean, hold on. I pick my back up on the floor, unzipping and retrieving my beloved camera from it. I'm actually into photography. The Dynaman reaches into the well-aged DSLR, and on instinct, I swipe his hand away. Hey! Sorry, force of habit. What do you think, Olivia? She eyes me up and down with the same moral frown. Aren't you the guy that ate dirt in the gym yesterday? Ah, lovely. Because that's the one thing that everybody remembers. Yep, no! Shoot, Damien is a quick dirty glance before returning the book a look to Olivia. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty bad. It wasn't. And how does everyone seem to know about it? Damien looks aside sheepishly. I may have had a hand in slipping the story around. I thought it was funny. Don't worry about it though. Everybody has some embarrassing story. One time I got my frills stuck in the bathroom stall. I didn't need to know that. It took him an hour to get it out. See? Everyone got something. Olivia popped a chip into her jaws, her face looking out of nowhere as if she's thinking of something. Damien leans close to me, one of his frills a stand to hide from Olivia. Dude, I haven't seen her talk this much during lunch since last year. She said 3 things and one time was a grunt. Why the secrecy? It's like a secret meeting. Those are cool. But yeah, this is something else. She's really warming up to you, I can tell. She sits back down properly. Honestly, this whole thing is a little creepy. She's probably not a bad person to talk to, but Damien isn't helping any. As eager as I am to make new friends this year, this is definitely not how I thought it would pan out. Maybe it's best that I get through lunch quietly. At least I have a spot to sit during lunch, not like I have any other options. Ah, there you are, Inko. A voice rings out to me, which catches our attention. I see a familiar, bespectacled face walk towards us with a lunch tray in his hands. Glad to see you made it to lunch this time. Oh, hey Ben. I'm guessing you and Inky here already met? Introduce myself after I bumped into him the other day. Speaking of bumps, you should have seen Inky here yesterday. Damien lets out a crackle and slaps me in the back, igniting the gym and pains in my body and almost knocking my glasses off. Ben gives a concerned half smile. This must be my eternal torment for the rest of my semester. Yeah, about yesterday. Ben looks down the aisles of shattering students and signals to someone with his head. Standing 10 feet away from us is an imposing looking dinosaur girl with a blonde hair, crimson scales, and sporting a fiery red leather jacket. Ben motions to her to come closer with a soft smile on his face and nod. And she smiles back, though her own is noticeably strained. Okay, I'm here. Wait, Mia? She slowly makes her way over, and I notice how some of the students begin to quiet down as she passes them by. Whoa! She gets closer. Her intense presence invades me. And even though we're about the same height, I feel like there's an ant about getting crushed under her foot. Somewhere in me, Synapse connects her face to me tasting a bright red rubber yesterday. I really wish I hadn't. Inko, Mia here has something to say to you. Mia silently stays silent, but strides the last couple of steps rigidly to stand right in front of me. She sucks the air through her teeth. Sorry. The corner of the girl's lip starts to raise. Oh, I didn't mean to lock your lights out. Behind her, I noticed Ben wincing. The girl lets out a laugh and lays an arm around my shoulder, her smile growing while much more. Heat creeps along my face as her muscle nears my ear, especially when a puff of hot air blows by below. The heat is torn away to when I feel her fingers dig roughly to my shoulders, and a sharp hiss whisper scrapes my eardrums. That ball was me being nice, Baldy. Screw the class over again, and I'll fucking end you. Those are some very sharp looking tails. Nodding and understanding, Mia pushes away from me with a small cheer. See her? All clear now, Betty boy. Mia, that's not quite... boo, you know how I am. Her eyes flutter as she looks his way. Yes, I know, but... You promised you'd be nicer. I know, and I was. So we'll be seeing you tonight, Benny. Like we promised. Are you dating that lady? She waves us off collectively and backs into the crowd, vanishing before either one of us could finally process her words and actions. Damien nudges my side. Dude, I think she likes you. Sorry about that. I heard earlier what happened in PE and connected the dots. Mia comes off round around the edges, but she's actually really sweet. I'll talk to her more about it later. You and her, huh? Since the start of high school. The class jock and nerd pairing sounds like you're living the dream. You know it. But yeah, I'm sorry your first impression of her isn't ideal. It's fine, it was just dodgeball. It's not like she was looking to do something. Yeah. Damien. Damien looks up from the rest of his meal, having selectively heard his name. Can you not spread rumors about your fellow classmates? No worries. Nico and I are like cool. That still doesn't make it right. Sure. Yes, sir. Yeah. Ben gives a hasty salute. Ben merely sighs as he places his tray on the table and makes himself comfortable and nests in front of me. As he settles in, Ben notices my camera still on the table. Oh, is this your camera, Inko? Oh yeah. I was showing to Damien and Olivia earlier. May I? I feel my instincts kink for a moment before remembering that he works with the camera too. Sure, have a look. I watched Ben gingerly pick up my camera and give it a thorough inspection. I must say, as far as DSLR standards go, yours is very good quality. It's nothing too special really, it's just something I picked up a while back. Well, you have a good taste in camera models. He hands me back my camera, to which I place it back into my backpack. Thanks. With something like that, it'd be easy to get some great shots. Well, I don't have a small collection of portfolio to drive. I do have a small collection in a portfolio drive. A portfolio? Man, I only made mine a month ago. I bet you have like a dozen pieces to choose from the New Year's art contest. The what? He missed the announcement. What announcement? The school has an annual art contest at the start of every new year. The winner gets a small cash prize, but the bigger prize is the fact that the winner's place submitted to the publication for where'd she go? Where'd she go? Why did she disappear like that? She just rolled off. Of course, that also means a lot of students plan ahead and work all summer for something to submit. You do anything for Ben? You know it. Well, good luck, Liz. She turned a person's. Liz said she turned a perfect piece yesterday. Okay, now I'm interested. Finally, a chance to show my real skill at something I'm good at. Hey, Olivia. Olivia could help you out. With your shots and her art, you two could totally win. Right, Olivia? Olivia? When did she leave? Okay, she's running her way towards the cafeteria doors and quickly. And just like that, I lose sight of her as I've seen her. I turn to look at Damien and Ben. Damien not only looks puzzled, but also disappointed for some reason. Ben, meanwhile, well, he almost looked annoyed that Olivia left. Guess she hasn't changed. So it seems. The venomous sting to his words made me feel like there's more going on than I'm aware of. I decided not to pry into it, but instead bring the conversation back. Well, I still want to try. You can upload your submission by the school's website. Oh, and I'll need an account. You don't have one? Don't think to. I've been told they get me my stuff by the end of the week. Sounds about right. Truthfully, it may take 5 minutes to do most of it. Then why the wait? Nobody wants to deal with it. Guess I'll wait then. Ben scratches the side of his head. I think there's someone in the stool code that can help you out anyways. It's the treasurer's duty's day today. So that's where Liz ended up. I don't know any names, so maybe? Guess I'll meet Liz sooner rather than later. I'll take care of that before lunch is over then. See you in class, Ben. Sure thing. Later, Damien. Deuce, man. Tell Liz I said hi. I grab some of the leftover snacks on the table and my backpack and head out to the cafeteria. Finally, I can show off my skills to show what I'm capable of. Okay. Seriously, that's some interesting tidbit. Like, what happened with Olivia to make them act like that? Ooh, computers. And they're all HP. Yes, I know they're blurry, but you can tell it's HP. The computer lab is an offshoot from our library. But as for the library itself, aside from an experienced emphasis of anatomy drawing, the guys, and it's like pretty standard. Not to brag, but the school I was for my freshman and junior year has 2 floors. Probably should have read a thing or two of all the resources. I'm getting off topic. The computer lab is the focus. The calm tranquility of the library is overtaken by the organized sterility of the lab. 40 standardized sets of computers and monitors line the wall, forming a panopticon around the desk, reserved for the teacher in the middle. I remember them being organized differently in elementary school, but for a few years now I've seen changes in this formation. Sounds like somebody got caught on... Okay, it says here, sounds to me like someone got caught one too many times working on risque art pieces. The monitors all turn on, but only one's logged in. Weird, there's nobody here. Damien and Ben said Liz would be here, though maybe she's in the bathroom? I'm not the one to pry and snoop around, but I'm really pressed time for here. On screen, I see open PDF documents, look finance related, and filled with abbreviations and jargons I don't understand. Maybe I can figure out how to create an account on my own? What are you doing? What the Ah! A haunted high school! I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, thank Christ. Just a dino girl with an extremely long neck and not a specter. No, really. What were you doing to the physical report I was working on? I didn't do anything. Whoa. I've been working on that all day. Why do you touch it? Wow. That is the longest neck I've ever seen. Ooh. That is a really... Wow. I didn't. I only minimized it, I swear. Okay, right. I'm here for a reason. Are you Liz? The Brachiosaurus seriously reopens all her windows and for a while types out some information before acknowledging me again. Excuse me? Why is it that everybody just mentioned that? Whoa. That's trippy. Inko, but yeah, I'm new here, so I need an account. Not a problem at all. Liz sits down and cracks her knuckles as she starts typing away at the keyboard. Alright, let me see if I can get that down for you. In a flourishing display of the spreadsheet, some software expertise, Liz navigates and organizes several documents in seconds. I always had a general idea if there were a lot of shortcuts and commands, but yeesh, she's resourceful. So you're an artist too? Since you want to enter the contest so bad. Oh yeah, I'm a photographer. How are you liking it here so far? Well... The students here usually jump asking about what they're graduating here for, so they can easily form connections and collaborate, so excuse me if I might be going too fast.
No, not at all. I might be going to ease now that you just explained it. I'm pretty good though. Although I feel bad missing most of the first day. It's no big deal. It's not. Although, truth be told, I see those paintings framed in a hall by the principal's office, and it does put a bit of a rain in my parade. Oh, those? Yeah, I see what you mean. I think it's by design, honestly. Something about breaking students' egos. Then you want to end up to improve like crazy so you can reach your goals. Huh. At least that's what happened to me. I'm planning to go to university and get degrees in design and business. Well, at least she is planning for the future. And that's just the start. I'm also planning to become an apprentice for art dealings, getting the right paintings for the right people. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna adjust a few things over here while I let the text scrolls. Wow. I mean, I'm all pretty well myself, but it never occurred to me that should be this ambitious. What about you? I think I was just gonna say, Well, it's something. Wait, what? It's something? It's the same no matter what, huh? Well, it's something. At least more than a lot of people here. What do you mean? Like half the school may just be in a daycare. Sorry if that sounds rude. What's the whole point of being in this school if you're not gonna take your studies seriously then? Yeah, how do you know? I'm sorry about that, Inko. Wait, is Damien messing with me? No, Damien is great. He just maybe too eager. He considers you as a friend of him, so he wants you to be our friend too. Specifically, he wants you to be Olivia's friend. What's wrong with that? Yeah, what is wrong with that? Nothing at all. But you see, Olivia, you can tell she is a bit unresponsive. She doesn't like to talk to anyone, not even Damien. You can definitely try to be a friend, but just to know she'll most likely ignore you. Don't you like Olivia?
No, I do. She's fine. I sat with her during lunch after all. I'm sure you'll get along with us just fine. Hey, I love to see Olivia make a friend. Okay. Wait, hold up. No audio. Is there really no audio? Testing. Testing. Do I not have audio in the stream right now? Don't get too invested in trying to warm her up to you. Damien will always be down to hang out though. I certainly don't mind. Just that him and Olivia are not inseparable, so if the deal turns you off, then it's not your fault either. There's a history to that warning. Inseparable? So, are they like girlfriend and boyfriend? No, they just live in the same house. Oh. Damien is also incredibly patient and outgoing. I envy him. But yeah, he would like more than anyone to get better along, to be like best buddies. Unless you're like Damien, so you can be pleasant to a brick wall forever, your time is probably better spent elsewhere. So, how serious are you about your ambitions? Pretty serious, I think. She nods. Something to keep in mind then. It's a struggle, but like Damien says, we gotta keep trying, right? Liz gave me a half-hearted smile, but she seemed to be sad about something. Anyways, sorry for talking your ear off about private matters. You still want to get your submissions turned in? Yes, please. She stopped for a second on the one tab to scan for something. And got it. The motions her head to the back of the room and the printer as it hums to life. Oh, I would like to see her just move her head along and then just come back with a piece of paper on her mouth. Okay. That is pretty common in IT. I take a snapshot of the username and password so I don't have to remember it. Thanks. Anyway, you should hurry. Lunch is ending soon. Whee! Right, according to the time display on the monitor, I only got 10 minutes left. Just click. I followed the instructions on the printout, finally getting the student hub on the site. And thankfully, the art contest is displayed promptly across it. Clicking to a few links, I finally find the submission instructions. It's a simple matter of putting my entry details of the name of the file, dragging it into the school shared drive. Plugging my portal portfolio hard drive, I create a copy of my magnum opus. A quick rename, drag it here, and just in time. I take the extra minute to safely unlock my hard drive and then log off the computer. Looking back to Liz, she's completely wrapped in her work. I don't think interrupting her is a good idea, especially with what they said about Olivia in her own time. I opt to simply leave her be out of the room and to the library class. After all, it's time for the class I've been looking forward to most. This day is certainly turning out better than yesterday. Photography, wee. hope I didn't just jinx it for myself. My nerves have been aching up when I first stepped back into the classroom. It made it even worse when I was hit with a flashbang. Oh, my eyes! After my 20 other classmate has finished laughing, Mr. Larkin made a show of waving freshly taken photos from my fancy full-holder camera from the 70s. I dubbed this portrait El Duyen Sans Spoils. After he thumbed the shot and the cupboard filled with poor snapshots of everyone else, Mr. Larkin restores me and sent me back to bed. He managed to sum up the syllabus under a minute instead of taking the majority of the time going over our first lesson and assignment on exposure lighting, to which new light fixture he brought out and explained filled my mind swirl fast into the new possibilities of old shots. If only I had it then, or I could have used it that there. Now that you have a small taste of this, we'll start your first photography assignment, proper lighting. I'm salivating at the thought. Lighting, oh my. Mr. Larkin had just finished the first lesson where he handed out all sorts of equipment to look over. The first time I've handled some things like this. Like the enormous box light with the still tagging up the entirety of my desk. Remember though, that these are just tools meant to enhance the photos. You can highlight a turd all you want, it's still a turd. The crude language guaranteed to shortle from the new hats with listening students. The t-shirt looks sour to clocked and hums. Well, I see we managed to finish this lecture a tad early. Why don't you take the last 10 minutes to compare notes? Maybe consider doing the assignment as a collab piece with a classmate. The room quickly filled with the sound of chatter. Wonder if Hey! I turned to Ben, seeing his ear grin. You want to do a joint piece? Since you don't know when to do good sports. Dang, I keep doing that. Back. I pull out all the assignment sheet from beneath the lightweight desk on my desk and give it a quick scan. Present a set of photos demonstrating your understanding of proper lighting. You are allowed to borrow one lighting tool and must take the shot of the school premises. And I swear I've handed out these assignments for years now. If one more student just takes pictures in the hallway outside the classroom, I'm going to personally throw them off the railing. Wow, that is high school teacher energy. Be original, please. I got a perfect place for it. If we work together, we can use 2 items. The offer is too tempting. Sure. I hold out my hand and Ben takes it and shakes it, sealing the pack. My face is feeling weird from the smiling today. But in truth, I've been enjoying Mr. Latican's class so much that I couldn't stop. It feels like I've entered a world to gain from Mr. Latican's lesson, and the entire world to explore seen ever since the move. I hadn't had time to actually explore Volcalia Bluffs. Sure, on occasion I go out to my own parks and stuff, but who doesn't? Besides, I'd be a pretty lame photographer if I didn't go out to find stuff to photograph. And you know what? I've been meaning to do a little looking around here. So everyone else did the assignment and I had to explore the school, but I get to it. Pretty sweet deal, I said to myself. I think Ben is wondering why I haven't said anything. The hall outside the classroom is one major photo up. Between that and the murals aside, I certainly find something cool. No, the murals won't work on their own. Since it was my first thought to use them, that means it's most likely someone else thought though. I need to think outside the box in some way to use the school architecture in that way. Inko! My thoughts are disrupted by a worried looking Ben. Maybe you should see a doctor, man. Head injuries are no laughing matter. Oh my god. I was so into it. This
Record, I'd make a deal with God to wear the cardos for $10. He'd say that's not very good. I'd say yeah, but you're God. Isn't money kind of beneath you? He'd say it's the principle, and I'd say you
Oh my god, what you gave me? If I only could, I'd make a deal with God. 2 avocados for $10. This is not very good. Okay, I'm fine. What were you saying? I was asking how we doing, with the school classes. Oh, right. Doing good. Really good, actually. I'm in a class I'm 100% enjoying, and I'm starting to make some genuine friendships. Compared to the disaster yesterday, it's only been astoundingly positive. That's good to hear. Yeah, you and I got some friends now. Wait. Oh, and what about your art submission? Was Liz able to help? There's something nearly at the corner of my thoughts at the mention of the non-neck girl. Yeah, she gave me the login stuff and everything. Uploading the submission was a piece of cake and all. Awesome. That makes you in a competition now. Both Liz and I have pieces in the writing too. She also had submitted me something. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned since I didn't have much to go on to pair, but hey, everyone got a chance, you never knew. Yeah, she was pretty cool about it though. The whole friend group was pretty welcoming. I think I'm lucky. Lucky? Ben seemed perplexed by my statement. He said something about lunch when Olivia vanished. I noticed for a side part with DJ, she sure had a lot of people upset. You got some hidden drama with her? No, not really. Wait, 2? Who? Letken calls out to us, striding over to inspect. I take it your gentlemen are convincing about your assignments together? Of course, Mr. Lalakam. We're just discussing where to take our pictures, right? Well, that's good then. Good thing you guys were talking something off topic, like gossip. That would be pretty embarrassing to use your time off the bat, I think. Especially considering you're currently the subject of some fairly humorous gossip, aren't you, Mr. Nito? Kill me. I'm awash in a wave of shame in his words. If the air around someone needs clearing, clear it yourself. Alright, off you go now. And remember, get your assignments done by the end of the week. The room empties out slowly and most of my peers still chatting and discussing their plans for assignments. Before I can continue talking with Ben about her project, the two co-presidents and I already packed and exit the room. Guess we'll talk later. My throat hurts. Walking into history class for the first time, and it's about what I expect to look like. A boring classroom with a little picture in the background that represents some form of history. Yeah. Though I notice there's a distinct lack of t-shirt in the class. Must be finishing up for lunch, I assume. Better get a good seat now before they're all taken. Eeny, meeny, miny. This one. I settle myself into the chosen desk and pull out my history book, my notebook, and a pencil. A few minutes pass and I'm still wondering where the teacher is. The suddenness of the door slamming open stops any and all noises. It's quiet to hear a pin drop. The figure, what? Oh, sweet heavens, no. He stands there and stares down at everyone menacingly. He's the history teacher too? Oh. What the heck? Is that Pauline? She looks like Pauline. I'm not crazy, right? That dinosaur looks like Pauline. Thank you for walking me to my classroom, Solly. Of course, Miss. I'm starting to realize Solly, Soldier, Miss Procling. That's Pauline Procling. Oh, thank Raptor Jesus she he isn't her teacher. The Raptor woman just adjusts her glasses as she scans around the room before looking down the paperwork in her hands. Looks like we have some late arrivals. Let's get down to business. I know I've introduced myself yesterday, but for those who haven't been here, her momentary glance makes me believe Sully told her about my absence. My name is Miss Parkling, and I'm in the history class. In this course, we'll be learning about history of our primeval ancestors and their advances through history. Well, you can even say it's like going back in time. Doesn't that sound exciting? Despite her admittedly forced enthusiasm, everyone in class responds with uninterested murmuring. Not sure why though. This all sounds exciting. She walks over to her desk and places down the pile of folders before flipping open her special version of the history book. With a click of the button, she turns on a projector and reveals a prepared slideshow of today's lecture. To learn about the extensive history of Saurians and their culture, something I've yet learned for. If you can turn your books to page 36, we'll begin the first chapter dealing with the earliest interaction between Saurians and hominids. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I think I just myself. Miss Prolking's history class is the polar opposites of Latakan's photography class. While her introduction enraged me at first, things have slowed down to an unbearably slow crawl. My eyes scan over the introductory text of the first chapter. Despite the tension between the two groups, human settlers in the New World would continue to make overtures of trade to the native Velociraptor tribes. Pretty sure I've read this line 10 times now. I tear my eyes away from the page in the hopes of blinking the boredom away. I look up to see the teachers grading down various papers with their desk laser focus. I mustn't stare too long though, because I end up blocking the staring contest with Procling. She raises an eyebrow at me. Okay then, I write down the notes on the pages, 3 to 7, about the discovery of the new world. Without even fully comprehending the words before me, I'm copying the pages down to the letter on my notebook. Absent-mindedly, I began to recall everything that's happened with the new classmates. Ben carries himself a lot of refinements, and my first pick as a photography partner was that Mia girl. She doesn't seem to want to make friends. Of course, I could figure it out from the cold look she gave me yesterday, not to mention the rude hand gesture. Damien is very friendly. He can be a bit too enthusiastic sometimes. And though my encounter with Liz was brief, she's dependable. My progress with making friends has been good, all things considered. But then there's Olivia. So far, she's an enigma. Coupled with the apparent history she has with others, it makes me all the more curious about her. Liz says it would be a bad idea to get invested, but in the end, it's effectively gossip and hearsay. This has come some of a shock to me, but... And what do we have here, Miss Halfold? Huh? Olivia! Olivia's here too? As luck would have it, I share not one, but 2 classes with Olivia. I must have been so jaded from trying to read this textbook, I didn't even notice the girl in the wheelchair. She sits in the front row, diagonally in front of me. I don't think she noticed this strange twist of fate herself. On the second day of the school year, and I caught you doodling in class again. She proceeded to pick up the piece of paper from Olivia's desk. Looks like she's been drawing it, although I can't tell what they are from where I'm sitting. Listen, Olivia, I know history isn't the most exciting subject to learn, but could you at least pretend that you're taking notes? The only response I hear from Olivia is a heavy sigh before leaning back on down. Okay. Although I don't think these are notes she's taking. Nah, no one would be doing something like that with a Dotarian teacher patrolling the room. I think my throat needs a break. I find it losing battle to keep my eyelids from shutting. My jaw is clenched tight from suppressing a loud yawn building inside. I did it. Why do you have to say yawn? Before my drowsiness can overtake me, I notice a movement in the corner of my eye. One of my classmates consulted the teacher whose eyes rolling up and down the opposite side of the rooms and scroll something down. Curiosity to a peek. I wait anxiously to see that paper to get to me. It's a dangerous game. Uh-oh. She flinches and dropped the hot potato on my desk in a flask. Oh God. Now, I lift the paper and there's plenty of space left. A not so solid attempt at a race car. Rough sketches in some heights, a bunch of doodles. I named the various style fonts that I could only describe as graffiti. And, oh, of course, it's not high school if someone hasn't drawn a penis. Miss Progkin with stink eyes coming out from her. Jeez, better not be caught with this. That being said, I'm drawing a blank. What do I draw? Okay. Oh God, okay. Okay, this is interesting. I never know there's a drawing segment. And sadly, I do not have an iPad with me. Yeah. Judge my drawing skill because I'm drawing with a mouse. Okay, what should I draw? This is extremely difficult considering this is like a mouse. It would be much easier if I had a drawing pad on me. Maybe I should have bought one of those Wacom tablets. Okay. Again, very difficult. I cannot express. I mean, yeah, but usually there's a reason why I don't draw of a mouse. Give me an art. Okay, let me just try to draw something else if I could. Okay, let me try drawing something for my friend, but what should I draw? Thinking. Something off the top of my head. Oh. Let me see if I can try to draw this particular mask. I don't know if I can make it familiar enough. I don't know if this would try to remind you to play this particular game. Let me just draw the neck. The hair too. No, it needs to be straight. It needs to be nice and straight.
Really? Let me see if I can try one more small image just for the heck of it. I'm going crazy with Duelin's Crash. Dueling Classy. Just filling in as much space as possible. Now let's just do one more. I'm going crazy. Drawing circles with the mouse is a pain. I have so much respect for artists that started out drawing with a mouse. Sad this thing doesn't have any color, but I do have to improvise somehow. I'm just gonna get done and see what happens. And done. I didn't have enough room, but I really, I surprisingly admire my work I find. I have a long way to go, but I feel like I'm being mauled by other doodles. Alright, maybe I should have liked this. It's probably still turning around, alright? Okay. Oh, she looks happy. Is she wagging? She's wagging. Ha. Oh crap. Oh no. She's going to embarrass me. So.
Oh no. I'm not asking you much. Please do your assignments. Look, if it's only the second day of last life, I'm warning you that I won't be so lenient next time it happens. What happened to him? Get a decision slip or something? Sully, yep, another hippie. What? Seat H4. Sweet mother of merciful Jesus! Where did that even come from? That was a very precise throw. Okay. We're on the second floor. We are on the second floor. God damn. I can always apologize after class. Olivia grabs her backpack and shoves all her things to it. She wheels herself to the door, opens it, and rolls out. The teacher must have noticed me watching her leave. Accommodations. Well, that goes my chance of saying sorry to her. Feeling defeated, I decided to focus on writing down my notes for the rest of the day. Time left. Although I do wonder. She must have noticed my doodle. Did she ignore it then? Class comes and goes, and I head back home to the metro. Let's just stop here for now. I want to continue later, to be honest. Another day, another dollar. Oh, thank you for watching. But I want to take a break right now. I feel very entrenched in the story, if I be honest. By God, I feel like I need to rest my ass. My ass. I said eyes. Thanks for watching anyways. Bye-bye.